All right, so today we're going to kind of shift gears a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and dive into a topic that I think is pretty universal, and that's superstition.
Yeah.
Um, and, I think a good way to kind of get into this is through a song
Okay.
that pretty much everyone knows, and that's Stevie Wonder's Superstition.
Oh, yeah. A classic.
It's one of those songs that, like, you just hear and you just start moving.
Yeah.
But, what's interesting to me is beyond that really catchy melody and beat,
Right.
what is he really trying to tell us about superstition?
Well, it's interesting that you bring up the song because what's so cool about Superstition is that it's not just pointing out these superstitious things.
Yeah,
It's actually delving into how they affect us mentally and emotionally.
totally. And, like right from the beginning of the song, there's that repetition,
Mhm.
very superstitious.
Yeah.
Very superstitious.
Yeah.
Like over and over again. It's almost like, he's creating this sense of unease or tension, like it's lurking everywhere.
Absolutely. I think it really mirrors how superstitions can feel, right?
Yeah.
They feel so cyclical and inescapable.
Yeah.
Even when we know better, like logically, we know it doesn't make sense, but we still get that little twinge of like, oh no.
Oh, yeah, totally. And then he goes on to like list all these specific examples, like writings on the wall,
Right.
ladders about to fall,
Yeah.
13-month-old baby breaks the looking glass, 7 years of bad luck.
Right.
Like, we've all heard these.
Of course. Yeah.
Why are these particular things considered unlucky?
Well, it's interesting. Like you take the broken mirror, for example, that goes way back to ancient beliefs that mirrors were actually reflections of the soul. So breaking one was seen as like breaking a part of yourself.
Oh, wow.
And that's where this idea of 7 years bad luck stem from.
It's amazing how these like ancient beliefs still kind of like have this hold on us even now.
Absolutely. They've been passed down for centuries.
Speaking of old, what's the deal with the number 7, right? It's
Yeah.
like 7 years of bad luck, 7 this, 7 that.
Yeah. Why 7?
Like, what is it about that number?
So 7 has always been seen as this powerful number across many cultures, right? It represents completeness, wholeness.
Yep.
But if you kind of flip that on its head, maybe it's the idea that when you disrupt that completeness, when you break that perfect 7, that's where this concept of bad luck comes in.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's like upsetting that balance.
Right, totally. And there's this one line in the song that always gets me
Yeah.
when he says, when you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer.
Right.
It's like he's going beyond just like listing these superstitions. He's really saying that blind faith can actually be detrimental, can hurt you.
Absolutely. I think that's like the core message of the song, right? He's urging us to seek understanding, to be critical thinkers, to not just blindly accept these beliefs,
Yeah.
because they can really fuel our anxieties and even lead us to make bad decisions.
Yeah, totally. Like, how sometimes you walk under a ladder and you get that little like knot in your stomach, even though you know.
Exactly, even though you know it's irrational.
It doesn't make any sense.
But it's that ingrained fear.
Right. And so this kind of leads into like this contrast he sets up in the song, right? Between the sad soul and, this desire to be going strong.
Yes.
Like he's showing us that we have this choice.
Exactly.
We can let these fears control us, or we can choose to understand them and break free.
It's empowering, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's like he's pushing us to be more than just a sad soul, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, we have to acknowledge that there's a reason superstitions have persisted for so long, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, let's be real. They can be comforting in a way.
Oh, for sure.
It's like in a world that feels so chaotic and unpredictable,
Right.
superstitions can give us this illusion of control.
Yeah, you feel like you're doing something to ward off bad luck or invite good luck.
Right, exactly. And that's the paradox, right? We crave control. And sometimes, even if it's irrational, a superstition gives us that little bit of it.
It's a coping mechanism in a way.
Yeah. But then Wonder's message is that true strength
Yeah.
comes from facing those fears head on,
Yeah.
from knowledge, not from clinging to unfounded beliefs.
Yes, I think he's telling us that understanding is more powerful than any lucky charm.
That's a good point. Yeah. So then if superstition isn't the way to deal with like life's uncertainties,
Right.
what gives us that genuine strength?
What gives us that peace of mind?
I think that's the big question he leaves us with, right?
It is. It's like he's giving us the warning saying, hey, superstition ain't the way.
Yeah.
But then he leaves it up to us to figure out what is the way.
It's like he's saying, okay, I've given you the warning, now you go find your own path and navigate the unknown and find your own inner strength.
Because it's out there.
Yeah. And it doesn't come from avoiding cracks in the sidewalk.
Right, exactly.
Or carrying around a rabbit's foot.
It's about facing the world head on with knowledge and courage.
I like that.
Yeah.
Something to think about, right?
Definitely food for thought.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for diving into this with me.
Oh, it's been a pleasure.
It's a fascinating topic, and I think there's so much more we could explore here.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But for now, we'll leave it at that.
Okay.
And thanks for listening, everybody, and we'll catch you next time.
See you.